Hello, friends. So today is the very last day of the year 2025. I absolutely had no plans for today, literally just lazing around the house for the whole day. And then it's nearly 6 p.m. now. I felt like I want to ring in the new year in a different way. So I just searched for some activities in the city to do that. Then I found one with busy shopping, with good food and wonderful music. So yeah, I grabbed my girls and off we go. Outside, long gown.
I'm hungry.
You hungry? Oops. There are so many wishes written down here. Do you want to ride one?
No, I'm too hungry.
Again, you're too hungry. Some wishes for a lover. Some wishes for like excellent academic results.
Con mong thi được 7, con 10 năm lớp 4.
Okay.
The egg waffle looks so good.
This is the food heaven for the empty stomachs.
You buy this? I'll prefer waffle stick.
Okay, you can order one. Only one for three of us. Otherwise, it's gonna be too much, and we cannot taste like.
So egg waffle or waffle stick?
Which one? Which one would you like to choose?
Egg waffle.
Okay, let's go for egg waffle. I agree.
Smell like cheese. Tastes so good. Smells so good.
I know. It smells so fat to me. Too fat, too creamy.
Too good. Mom, too good. It looks so good, but I won't eat it.
Why?
Because it will hurt my body.
So the waffle will not harm your body? But it's not for me because I don't like something too creamy, too fat.
It's not too cheesy. It's like only a little bit, so we don't taste anything.
So what is your review of the waffle?
Yum.
Sorry?
Yum.
Yum. So I think I'll go for this. Grilled meat and rice in the bamboo too.
And tea. And tea.
Are they grilled insects? I guess so.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so let's browse around, see what we like. They have a lot to offer. Come I asked Ahil just for a bite, but she was already trying to give me the whole thing. But before she even could, Gachoi quickly shared a piece from hers. It all happened so fast as we were out eating skewers together. But to me, it was mad. Like it? Yeah. We just walked around a bit, waiting for the music to start.
Mommy, this is my backpack.
Do you know what is it? A mosquito!
Do you know what is this? The iPhone 17. Do you know what is this? No, but I'm not big. It's you! No!
We kept moving around, looking for a spot where the kids wouldn't be blocked. You know, not easy in such a crowd.
Sài Gòn hơi giấc mơ xanh nơi
After standing there for a bit, the kids started to get tired. The one plopped down on the ground. The other kept playing with whatever she could find. But knowing I wanted to stay and watch, they stayed with me and poked fun at me without asking to leave. And thanks to some young adults sharing their snacks with my girls, they ended up having fun again. What I didn't expect that night was a surprise proposal on stage, right in front of everyone. I'd never been to a countdown before, assuming that it would be too crowded, too loud, and too overwhelming. But that night showed me otherwise. The joy and the love were amplified by the crowd around me. Being a part of that shared energy was my way of bringing in the new year. After that, it was just us and the fireworks. At first, all smiled. Then, look at Gaio. Sleep was taking over. They stayed up with me from 6 p.m. to midnight. I couldn't thank them enough for this very first experience. Happy New Year, everyone! It's the new day, it's the new year. Well, and we got plans today. It's the toy exhibition. Well, we woke up quite late today because we arrived home really late yesterday. Actually, not yesterday, early morning today. The overall experience at the countdown party was very good, but the traffic congestion at the end of the party was terrible. It literally took us like 1 hour and a half afterwards to arrive home. But generally, it was very good. I didn't know that I could love it that much. We mingled into the crowd and then moved our body to the music and cheered with everyone around us. It was so good. I don't know if next year the kids will join me, but it doesn't have to be an annual routine. At least I know how it felt like, how it looked like. So next time I decide whether to go or not, it's going to be based on a concrete idea of how a cattle party looks like instead of oh, I'm afraid that it's going to be very noisy. I'm afraid that it's going to be very crowded, very overwhelming to me. That could, like, overweight the joy I can feel. Actually, it was so joyful. Now let's put on some light makeup and we are ready to go. Some blush. It's Happy New Year. The piano recital. The bangs look weird. I'll fix it later. I haven't made my bed yet, but gotta be quick because the kids are waiting for me. Concealer and highlighter, 2-in-1. A little bit more on the tear trout over here. The sign of aging. So visible. I think that's it. It's okay. Remove all of the white cast from the foundation and sunscreen on my eyebrows and just keep them there naturally. I will not put on the gel. A little bit of contour on my nose. Just do it briefly. I'm not a pro. Just try to add some more dimension, like 3D to the face. No difference. But it has to be that. The makeup process. Powder. Very, very amateur. The very last thing is gonna be what? Setting spray. Oh, please. Ooh, 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 ooh. Please dry fast. Okay. So now, getting changed, and I'm done. Red for today because it's the new year. Some perfume. This is the birthday gift from my husband. The ring and necklace. Ah, lipstick. Nearly forget it. A touch of red. A touch of glitter. Done. Let's go. Hello, are we ready to go? Yes. Oh, that yes doesn't sound energetic at all. We were pretty hungry since we didn't eat properly the night before, so we grabbed some food, then headed to the toy exhibition.
Wow.
Rẻ hơn cái triển lãm khác. Nhớ những ngày khác của năm 50.000. It's the character you often see in water puppets.
Chú Tễu.
Chủ Tễu water puppets is a traditional character. Yeah, appears very often in book and Hanoi. Read the narrations so you can understand more about this art piece. Don't touch. Oh my god.
I think no. Because I do like. I think this is the.
Okay, so that afternoon my brother came over with his family. Are you happy that much?
Yeah. Jinx.
Trời ơi, chờ lâu quá, lâu quá. Ní hảo了吗？你迟到了。
到几分钟
Younger brother.
Yes. Hello, hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Hãy ôm một cái để làm sao nhỉ? Để chào bơ này, bác chào bơ, bác ôm bơ một cái nhé. Nhá. Ôm cái chân vậy. Được không? Hay là ôm cái tay vậy? Không được à? Lần nào sao cũng phải làm quen lâu thế. Ôi trời ơi, đúng rồi. Trời ơi. Hello bơ nha, bác chào bơ nha. Cảm ơn bơ đã cho bác ôm một cái nhé. Nhé. Even though we live in the same city, we don't see each other very often. So every time we catch up, my niece needs some time to get comfortable with us. Unboxing time, unboxing time. Let's go. Also that afternoon, my husband came back home from a business trip.
Không có thả.
He left on December the 30th and came back on January the 1st. So, well, technically 2 years apart. Now I'm gonna load everything here to the fridge. Salmon. Runny eggs. 3 boxes of yogurt. Well, you may not see the kids react surprised to the stuff their daddy brought home because it is quite common. Every time my husband comes back from a trip abroad, he always brings home a lot of food and snacks because he knows that the kids are already looking forward to him and all of the stuff back home. Another pack of Rollade too. the sound of my fridge saying, hurry up, close it quickly. All right, some more snacks and I'll keep them in the pantry. Well, all of the kids are playing at the park and I'm staying home to cook. Actually, everybody suggested that we should dine out today, and yeah, it's a nice occasion today, the very first start to 2026 to celebrate. But you know, I find even bigger reason to stay at home to cook. Not because I'm really good at it, I'm not a professional chef, just a home cook, you know. But Cà Chuối, Cà Heo and I today had pho at a restaurant. My brother and his family had a Western style lunch with his colleague, and my husband has just come home from a business trip, which means supermarket food was unavoidable. So I think that we haven't had a home cooked meal properly for quite a time now. Then to stay home. Restaurants sound really fancy, but I'm a firm believer that a home cooked meal has its own way to bring us close together because we can cook together, we can set up the table together, we can eat together, and then clean up together. So many together in just a home cooked meal. And today I'll use very simple recipes like sauteed green bean, steamed pork, some salad, and fried fish. That's it.
Gì bạn sáng Tết thì chắc là không cần phép rồi. Dặn mẹ đâu, cái thằng mẹ phải đủ ăn đến rằm.
On the very first day of the new year, I cooked a simple home meal for 7 people, adults and kids alike.
Chặt quá. Cẩn thận ngon.
Nothing fancy, just a cozy home with familiar laughters. The kinds of love across the last day of the year and the fur just definitely felt so right to my heart.
It's alright. You this is nice. So do you think anyone had an ID code? Huh? Wait, do you think anyone had an ID code?